So with James Gunn's Superman generating some excitement online, you're bound to get hit with some theories that will either make you more excited or make you want to delete the internet. That's why today I've made a list of 100 theories for Superman that will either happen in the movie or just be wishful thinking. Probably just wishful thinking, but... And yes, these are all very well thought out and genuine theories, yeah. 1, the guy that they show in the trailer, Clark Kent, I'm pretty sure he's Superman. I mean, they cast the same actor for him and Superman. Like, that can't be a coincidence, right? 2, Superman will get a new suit by the end of the movie because at some point it does get pretty damaged. I mean, also, please, just his collar is just making me uncomfortable, how it's just pinching against his neck. It's a decent suit, I'm a happy fan, but there's room for improvement. 3, someone will obviously make fun of Superman's underpants. 4, Superman's bright colors will be a point of contention between all the forces at play, and everyone else will be like, dude, I prefer gritty and realism, you're too bright and colorful, my favorite superheroes are Batman and the Punisher. 5, Superman's origin will be shown during the credits rather than a $30 million budget sci-fi sequence. I mean, if they can pull off some Watchmen type sequence that shows a bunch of shit while the credits are rolling, rather than the original Christopher Reeve movie that was a long ass credit sequence with just names, that would be pretty sick. 6, Jonathan Kent dies from a heart attack like in the original movie, so we can be like, oh, see, he's Superman, but he still can't save everyone. Lesson learned. 7, Jonathan Kent dies from a disease, so it's the same lesson, but just more longer and more drawn out, and fuck, it's gonna make people cry. 8, Jonathan Kent dies after telling his son, who's literally Superman, to not save him from a tornado to keep his alien heritage a secret. Which doesn't even make sense because Superman can move faster than a person can blink, but... okay. 9, Ultraman is Bizarro. 10, if Ultraman is Bizarro, he'll be played by a blonde or blue or purple David Cornsweat so we can tell who's who in the CGI fight scenes. 11, Ultraman is Parasite. 12, Ultraman is the Academy Award-winning 2019 film, Parasite. 13, Ultraman is Ultraman, like literally evil Superman from another Earth, part of the crime syndicate, because we all love multiverse shit right now, right? 14, Ultraman is played by Henry Cavill with his Argyle hair, which you can't really get more evil than that. 15, Ultraman is a Superboy clone, so he has genes from both Lex Luthor and Superman, which means he has 2 dads. Which means this will ruin this movie for a lot of people because 2 dads? That means this movie's woke. Oh shit. 16, Ultraman is Doomsday because the faster we kill Superman, the better the story will be, right? Because that's what we learned last time. Everyone really loved that decision. 17, Guy Gardner shaves his sideburns off because what the hell is that? That's not even a bowl cut. That is, I don't even know what that is. 18, Guy Gardner name drops Hal Jordan. 19, Guy Gardner is a real gardener. 20, Mr. Terrific will leave his team after he has a revelation on what it means to be a true hero, and that means breaking free from the chains of capitalism. 21, Mr. Terrific will have a flashback to his Olympian days. 22, Mr. Terrific will have a 5-minute scene of him trying to perfectly align his T-shaped mask to his face. Because, listen, that'll be really hard. 23, we won't get Metamorpho's origin story here, but we will get references to it because we see Stag Industries a lot in the trailer, and Stag Industries is pretty heavily linked with his origin. 24, Metamorpho is just a continuation of the character NoHo Hank from Barry. 25, Metamorpho is just a continuation of the character The Mist from The Flash. 26, Metamorpho is just a continuation of the character Victor Zsasz from Gotham. 27, Hawkgirl gets an aneurysm from trying to explain her origin story, because at this point, like, is she Thanagarian? Is she an alien? Or is she an Egyptian? Or is she an Egyptian that found alien technology? Are her wings even attached to her? Is it like a little backpack thing? I don't even know. 28, Isabella Mercer's Hawkeye won't actually use her mace on anyone less powerful than her, because if you use that shit on a regular criminal, their craniums will just be obliterated like a Mortal Kombat fatality. 29, Isabella Mercer will ask for my number. I don't know who came up with this theory. Well, I mean, if it's there, it's there, I guess. 30, Sean Gunn's Maxwell Lord will fund the Terrific team. 31, Sean Gunn's Maxwell Lord will not be a talking raccoon. 32, Maxwell Lord will say in the film, hey, remember when Pedro Pascal played me? That was fucking weird. 33, Lex Luthor will have a flashback to him with ginger hair. 34, Lex Luthor will not be played by an actor accused of pedophilia. 35, Lex Luthor will not be played by an actor who's very talented but was miscast. 36, Lex Luthor will ignite a thirst wave online for hot, bold guys. Listen, we had Tom Holland, we had Jeremy Allen White represent the short kings, but now we need some bold king representation in our media, you know? 37, Lex Luthor won't know what kryptonite is, or kryptonite just won't be mentioned in the whole movie. 38, Lex Luthor is Agent 47. 39, Luthor Corp will be renamed into Lex Corp by the end of the movie to show its ego or something. 40, Lex Luthor will steal 40 cakes. That evil fucking dickhead. 41, Lex Luthor will lease Ultraman to the US government / Argus. 42, the engineer is not evil somehow because she's gonna be part of the authority. So 43, the engineer helps create Ultraman. 44, the engineer freezes to death in the Fortress of Solitude because as if she wouldn't. Look at what she's wearing and look at where they are. 45, the Luthor team is responsible for Kellex being all broken and shit. 46, Lois Lane already knows Clark is Superman, which I hope is not the case because I like the push and pull and the tension of her finding out, you know, that's a big part of it, but listen, if it works, it works. 47, Lois Lane wants a Pulitzer or she already has one because she's Lois Lane, not Lois Lane. 48, Lois Lane will be responsible for Lex Luthor's arrest by the end of the movie because she's a really good journalist or something. I don't know, I just don't want her to sit around and do nothing. 49, Lois Lane's neck will break due to David Cornsworth's height difference. Dude, it's more than a foot. That's crazy. 50, Lois Lane's neck will break because Superman will be ridden into a situation where that's the only choice he has because it's more realistic and that's what we want our superheroes to be today or something. 51, that little girl's neck will break due to Superman pushing her head down at super speed. Wow, I need to work on my phrasing. 52, that little girl's parents suck because where are they in the middle of all this destruction? 53, this room isn't a real room, it's a set in a studio with a giant LED screen outside because to be honest, that's all I can see. 54, Clark buys some furniture for this room because if this is his apartment, how do you live here with just a chair? 55, there will be a shirtless Clark scene so David Cornsworth can show off some muscle because the dude's been putting in some work, come on, he deserves it. 56, Clark Kent dunks himself into a bathtub fully clothed because he's a psychopath. 57, Superman will try scamming his fans by using Krypto as his new Krypto. 58, Krypto will start off as a bad boy and then he'll be a good boy. That's not really a theory, James Gunn kinda already confirmed that. 59, Lex Luthor will try feeding Krypto some chocolate. That sick fuck. 60, Superman is choked to death when Krypto pulls him across the snow by his cape. 61, Superman is only bloody because he tripped and fell on a staircase made of kryptonite. 62, Superman is only bloody because he wanted sympathy online from his fans, so that's why he squirted fake blood on himself. 63, Superman is not lying on snow, he's lying on a huge bed of cocaine because due to his physiology, that whole bed, that's less than a regular line. 64, Superman is actually just really hungover and Krypto only came because he thought it was time for a walk. 65, that thing in the sky is Brother Eye. 66, that thing in the sky is actually a celebration hologram that takes place after the big final fight, so it's kind of like their fireworks. 67, that thing in the sky is the thing in the sky, which is pretty likely considering their movies are releasing within 2 weeks of each other. Why is this happening? 68, that giant monster is a creation by Lex Luthor and the engineer. 69, that giant monster is some obscure character from the 1950s or something. 70, that giant monster is an alien and Superman will not want to kill it. 71, that giant monster is actually a big old robot and there's gonna be a bunch of conspiracies about where it came from. 72, Rick Flag Sr. looks nothing like his animated counterpart in Creature Commandos because this is the second time that DC has been fucked over by an actor's hair obligation to a different movie. How does this happen twice? 73, Rick Flag Sr. will not look so senior in this movie because, Jesus, have you seen him? 74, there will be no reference to Creature Commandos because James Gunn wants to make sure that this movie is completely approachable by anyone. 75, Jimmy Olsen will be an undercover agent who gets killed off in his first appearance because fuck him, I guess. 76, Jimmy Olsen will actually be Jimmy Olsen. Jesus Christ, it's been a while. 77, people will try telling Jimmy Olsen that the average iPhone camera is actually just as good as his professional photography camera because apparently people know more about cameras than a professional photographer, right? Sorry. 78, Jimmy Olsen will turn into a monster like he always does in the comics for some reason. 79, the Daily Planet will be acquired by News Corp and be one of many news outlets controlled by a single entity that's ruining Western politics by polarizing the people for more clicks and more ad revenue. 80, Millie Alcock as Supergirl will make an appearance in a mid-credit scene or post-credit scene. I feel like that one's obvious. 81, Millie Alcock will do a shout out for me on screen because we do have mutuals in real life, so please? 82, that kid who pushes up the flag, if he painted that logo on the flag, Jesus Christ, this kid's a fucking artist or something. Look how crisp that logo is. He definitely traced it or something. 83, that flag kid dies from Rick Flag Sr. because Rick Flag Sr. is like, there can only be one flag in this movie while blowing the smoke from the barrel of his pistol. 84, that flag kid dies because how do you expect Superman to hear you calling his name when you're just mumbling under your breath? Put your heart into it. You're about to fucking die, bro. 85, to beat Lex Luthor, Superman just pulls out a cellophane S and just strangles him. 86, at the beginning of the movie, Superman doesn't really have a superhero name yet, so after he saves someone's like, whoa, that was Superman. And Superman's like, wait, say that again. 87, since James Gunn said that one of the inspirations for the story was Superman for All Seasons, when Superman's about to deliver the final punch to the bad guy, whoever it is, he's like, this is for all seasons. Fuck me, what number are we on? 88, we'll see this beautiful shot from Superman for all seasons before Papa Ken kicks the bucket and people will cry. 89, Papa Ken actually survives and we finally see a mainstream superhero with 2 alive parents. 90, at some point in the film, Superman will turn to the camera and say, thank God this isn't called Superman Legacy anymore, because that just sounds like Superman Returns but just more vague. 91, there'll be a rock song coupled with a fight scene in true James Gunn fashion. Well, James Gunn kind of confirmed that this isn't gonna happen this time, but you know, I trust him to do whatever. 92, in this scene, we'll hear Lois Lane's back cracking because that's basically a chiropractic maneuver. 93, in this scene, we'll hear Lois Lane's ribcage being crushed because that's the only point of contact that's keeping her from falling to her death. 94, after Superman breaks the glass in this scene, we'll hear a soldier go, oh my God, we are idiots, we just tried to imprison Superman in a glass box. 95, this guy who throws the thing at Superman is actually Lex Luthor in disguise because he still wants to interact with the public and hate Superman, but just doesn't want it to be known that it's him. It's kind of like when Elon Musk was exposed for using his alt account to reply to his own tweet praising his fatherhood skills. Rich people are fucking psychotic. 96, the final battle between Superman and Ultraman won't take place in the city with a bunch of civilian casualties because we learned our lesson from last time, right? 97, Superman can't actually fly in this movie, he's just jumping really far, like the original Superman. 98, this police officer gets fired because what the fuck are you doing on taxpayer money? You think just because Superman's around you can just chill and just read a newspaper? What the, is Superman doing a job that well? Is he like the AI of the policing industry? Fuck off. 99, this movie's gonna murder Jurassic World and Fantastic Four in the box office. Okay, I don't actually know that. I just really want this movie to do well, okay? 100, by the time the official trailer drops in the very near future, all of these theories will be debunked because, you know, that trailer will probably show actual story and dialogue and, you know, things that actually matter. All right, there you go. 100 theories for James Gunn's Superman that were all very authentic and very well thought out and all very genuine. Speaking of theorizing, I did do a video covering all DCEU theories that you probably forgot about that are in hindsight just totally awful, so check that out if you haven't already. Check out my second channel, The And A Life, for random vlogs and videos. Check out my Instagram and my letterbox, and I'll see you next week. See you.
915 in the open night.